Georgia State University, Atlanta. A tragedy in 51 XO. Gather round, my darlings, and let me tell you the tale of Georgia State University, Atlanta, place where dreams go to die, where hope is crushed under the heel of incompetence, and where the very concept of customer service is a myth whispered about in dark corners. I, your humble narrator, shall guide you through this labyrinth of despair, this carnival of bureaucratic nightmares, where every interaction is a fresh wound and every promise is a lie wrapped in red tape. Let us begin with the admissions office, a black hole where emails vanish into the void, never to be seen again. Picture this: you submit your application, your future dangling by a thread, only to receive a cryptic message stating, items missing. But what items? The email is blank. The admissions page says nothing is missing. You call, no answer. You email, silence. Weeks pass, your life is on hold. And why? Because the people in charge are either ghosts or so monumentally lazy that they have forgotten how to function as human beings. This is not just bad service, this is psychological warfare. And then, the financial aid department. Oh, sweet suffering saints, the financial aid department. Imagine handing over every document, every form, every shred of your dignity, only to be told, week after week, it is processing. Processing what? The tears of students, the shattered dreams of parents. They cut aid without warning, they lose paperwork like it is a game, and when you finally drag yourself to their office, they stare at you like you are speaking in tongues. You must solve your own problems, because they are less helpful than a broken vending machine. Now, let us speak of the professors, those glorious, underpaid, overworked souls who may or may not actually exist. Some are graduate students, barely older than you, stumbling through lectures in broken English so thick you need subtitles. Others reuse old recordings as if teaching is beneath them. The curriculum, outdated. The engagement, non-existent. You are not a student here, you are a customer, a wallet to be drained, a number in a system that forgot you the moment you enrolled. And the campus, oh, the campus. A place where safety is an illusion, where crime alerts pop up like unwanted notifications, robberies, assaults, and yet where are the police? Where is the security? Nowhere. Because Georgia State University, Atlanta, does not care if you live or die only that your tuition clears. The advisors, useless. The housing, a roach-infested nightmare. The food plans, a scam. Withdraw for mental health. They will still charge you. Need help? Too bad. This is not a school. This is a business masquerading as education, a place where... Welcome to our detailed analysis of the businesses surrounding the esteemed Georgia State University, Atlanta. As we embark on this journey, imagine we're strolling through the bustling streets, where the promise of a vibrant urban experience mingles with the echoes of disappointment and unmet expectations. Let's start with the underground Atlanta, a place that once pulsed with life, but now, according to our reviews, feels like a ghost town. It's a location where the only heartbeat seems to come from the occasional event at the masquerade. The Cadaver, a reviewer with a taste for the macabre, laments the lack of activity and the potential threat to one's car should you dare to park outside. The lively scene depicted online is a stark contrast to the reality, where scattered homeless folks replace the anticipated hustle and bustle. Jam Party Supplies paints a vivid picture of a desolate landscape, with empty storefronts and a disappointing absence of the dining and shopping experiences they expected. The underground, it seems, is in desperate need of a revival, akin to bringing a phoenix back from the ashes. Now, let's slip into the serene promise of Exhale Spa Midtown Atlanta, where the quest for relaxation meets the harsh reality of business practices that are anything but soothing. Jonathan Watson's saga of attempting to cancel a membership is a tale of frustration, with the spa's staff seemingly playing a never-ending game of cat and mouse. She Walker's dismay at the decline in service quality and the once luxurious spa turning into a run-of-the-mill facility is palpable. And Rachel C., a loyal customer turned skeptic, shares a story of broken promises and a lack of respect for customer preferences that would make anyone's blood pressure rise, which, ironically, is the opposite of what one expects from a spa. As we wander further, we stumble upon Dua Vietnamese, a culinary establishment that has left a sour taste in the mouths of reviewers. Chiquita writes experience with a misrepresented lemongrass chicken is akin to a culinary baitan switch. Meanwhile, Courtney Farmer's account of witnessing a staff member's unsanitary sauce tasting method is enough to turn even the strongest stomach. It's a place where the food might just leave you hungering for something more, something better. In the heart of Atlanta's coffee scene, Black Coffee Atlanta stands as a beacon of ambition, marred by service that's as cold as a cup of joe left out in the snow. Hammurabi's 25-minute wait for a cappuccino is a testament to patience, but a cry for help from a service perspective. LB's shock at the price-to-quality ratio is a sentiment shared by many who question the sanctity of a 10 latte. And RW's disappointment in the limited coffee offerings and the eye-watering prices is a narrative that resonates with those who seek both quality and value. Finally, we find ourselves at the White Space Gallery and Red Phone booth, where the narrative takes a turn for the perplexing. At White Space, the silence of the reviews speaks volumes, leaving us to wonder what stories lie behind those unassuming 2-star ratings. Meanwhile, at Red Phone booth, Julian's tale of a bartender's refusal to craft a non-alcoholic beverage is as baffling as the unexpected closure at 11 p.m., leaving guests high and dry. The cherry on top is the feedback from Chelsea Reuter, whose family endured a night of selective dress code enforcement and a server's lack of basic hygiene protocols. In this tapestry of tales from Georgia State University, Atlanta, we find a common thread: the yearning for perfection and the reality of imperfection. As a sensitive soul with an idealistic heart, I must confess that these stories stir a melancholic longing within me. The promise of a vibrant urban experience is overshadowed by the specter of unmet expectations, leaving a taste as bittersweet as an unripe persimmon. Yet, amidst the disappointment, there's a glimmer of hope.
The very act of sharing these experiences is a step towards transformation. Perhaps like the phoenix, these businesses will rise from the ashes of criticism, reborn and rejuvenated, ready to offer.
Businesses near Georgia State University, Atlanta, they can be tricky sometimes. Like just last year, Secret Service found 40 card skimming devices all over downtown. Not just near campus, but in places tourists go: dollar stores, convenience stores, and they put them on the keypads like super fast. 2 seconds, that is all it takes. You swipe your card, thinking it is safe, but they steal everything. And they target tourists because tourists do not think about checking for skimmers. Probably the victims were just trying to buy some snacks or something, and then boom, money gone. And the criminals, probably some big crime ring, not like small-time thieves. That is sad, right? And then there was this big shoplifting ring near Georgia State University, Atlanta. It ran for years. They would steal from big stores: Home Depot, Lowe's, Target, like expensive things tourists might buy, tools, watches, all that. Then they sold it online, thousands of items, but they got caught. Police raided their houses, found piles of stolen stuff. What happens next? Probably the tourists who bought from them online never knew it was stolen. And now, scammers lost everything. Serves them right. It is just depressing. Tourists come here for fun, and they do not expect this. You think you are safe, but you have to be careful. Businesses near Georgia State University, Atlanta can be sneaky. Not all of them, but some.